Yes, advancing. I like that choice of word. I also love the phrase that you used, creating a tidal wave in education. So how do you get as many people as possible behind that as you create that tidal wave in education?
I think first you set the vision and you actually put a belief. I know it sounds so simple, Dan, but it goes back to what I learned that first year of teaching.
Hmm.
Adults sniff B I mean adults and kids sniff BS. And so you have to believe. You have to deeply believe that all kids can learn. And that's something that's been weaponized, like all kids can learn and whatever. Like, but you have
Hmm.
to believe it. And then you have to set that in the system, all we're doing is in support of that deep belief that our kids can achieve incredible outcomes. And once you do so, once you set that vision, and of course you set structures and systems that support that vision, you have to ensure that every single school is a container or an environment that is going to be supportive of both kids and adults. And because people are translating the experience that they have in the school site, whether it matches with that vision and whether it matches with your values. And when there's a disconnect, there's some folks who just like get frustrated and leave. There's other folks who begin to lower their own expectations, probably unconsciously at times. And that creates I'd say a downward trend of where schools should be, and then really impacts culture. And then and as I've already mentioned, you have to have adults in leadership positions across the system that reinforce those deep beliefs and that share the same approach as you. And so once you do so, you then have to create a sense of wanting to retain people and be there. And so look, we have 91% retention across all employee groups in Alliance. 91%. That is not common in the educational space. And we're not a place where there's tenured positions, where there's like, these are folks who are wanting to be here. The system wants them to be here. And we have a deep commitment because we make sure that we're trying to talk the talk and walk the walk. And so that's come from a lot of intentional efforts to deal with the issues that we're experiencing, ensuring that we're listening to folks. So I think what really matters is that once you've done that, you also create spaces where folks are able to be part of the improvement, the continuous improvement that's required from a school and from a system, and that they're invested and bought in. And some schools do that really well. Not all our schools do, but that's when I come in. I actually hold focus groups across all our schools. I expect our principals to do that. Their principals, supervisors, the instructional superintendents do that. And then I do that across every single one of our schools. And then I just say, tell me what's good and then tell me what's bad. And trust me, people tell me what's bad all the time. And I was like, okay, what can we change about this? What can we address? Here's the context of what's preventing that. Because some things, like I remember talking to kids stakeholders and they really wanted to change our nutritional provider. And I was like, it's strange. I get it. The food is terrible. This is the worst thing. This is the hill you're going to die on.